Good morning, children. Today we'll start with chemical bonding. So 12A and 12B we have finished with the organic. So we'll start with the chemical bonding now. Okay, so that is the topic for us today. Now, what is a chemical bond? As you already know, a chemical bond may be defined as the attractive force that is existing between two atoms in a molecule. The attractive force between two atoms in a molecule which gives stability to that particular molecule, we call it as the chemical bond. When does this chemical bond formation takes place? A chemical bond is formed due to the redistribution of electrons. It is formed due to the redistribution of electrons. During a chemical combination or during a chemical reaction, what is happening is the elements try to acquire the nearest noble gas configuration. Why? To attain the stability. So, to attain the stable electronic configuration, they try to attract electrons towards themselves and form a bond. That is how the chemical bonds are formed. So, what is a chemical bond? It is nothing but an attractive force that holds two atoms together in a molecule. Now, what are the different types of a chemical bond? Number 1, ionic bond or electrovalent bond. This is a bond which is formed by the transfer of one or more electrons. That is, one element gives the electrons, the other element gains the electrons. So, one is the donor, the other one is an acceptor. The second type of bond is the covalent bond or a molecular bond where the electrons are shared. This is a bond which is formed by the sharing of one or two or three pairs of electrons between the atoms. We call it as the covalent bond. That is the second type of bond. The next one is coordinate bond or dative bond. Again, it is a bond which is formed by the sharing of electrons only, but only small difference is there. The shared pair of electrons is contributed only by one of the combining atoms. So, what is the difference between a covalent and a coordinate bond is that in a covalent bond, the elements which is there in a particular covalent compound, they share the electrons among themselves, but in a coordinate bond, one is a donor, the other one will be the acceptor. Okay, the other one will be the acceptor, but the sharing is taking place in which the sharing electron comes only from, the sharing is taking place where the sharing electron is coming from one of the combining atoms, then we call it as a coordinate bond. So, today we will do one thing, we will start with the electrovalent and ionic bond. We will make it clear, then we will go for our topic. So, what is our topic for now is nothing but the electrovalent bond. Electrovalent bond is formed between what? Between metals and non-metals. This is a type of bond formed between metals and non-metals. The best example we know already is sodium chloride. Let us see which is metal there. Sodium is a metal and chlorine is a non-metal. So, electrovalent bond is formed only between, it is a bond which is formed between metals and non-metals. Then, why they form? Why? Because metals forms cations. Why do the metal form cation? Metals, they have the outermost electron, they possess one or two or three, they have the valence electron. So, they have the tendency to lose the valence electron. So, when they lose the valence electron, what do they form? They form the cations. Same way, the non-metals which have 5, 6 or 7 electrons in the outermost shell, they try to gain the electron. So, when they gain the electron, what do they form? They form anions. So, what is the charge of a cation? What is the charge of a cation? So, let us see the next equation. What is the charge of a cation? Sodium. What is the configuration of sodium? 2, 8, 1. It loses an electron to form Na+. So, cations are positively charged. What is the charge of an anion? The charge of an anion is negative. So when a positive and negative ions combine, they form the type of bond called as electrovalent bond. So between these two ions there exists a force of attraction. That is how the electrovalent bonds are formed. So, a metal atom, when it loses its electron, it is called as an cation. It forms a cation, or it is otherwise called as an electropositive element. And non-metals are called as electronegative element. Why? Because a non-metallic element whose atom readily accepts electron to form a negatively charged ion, that is an electronegative element, that is an anion. So, a metal forms an electropositive element and non-metal forms an electronegative element. What is a positive element? Cation. What is a negative element? Anion. This cation and anion being oppositely charged, what will happen to them? They attract each other to form a bond. Such type of bond only which is formed due to the electrostatic force of attraction between the oppositely charged ions. We call it as electrovalent bond or ionic bond. Now, let us go for the next thing. What are the factors that influences the formation of ionic bond? Number one is low ionization potential. We have already learned what is meant by low ionization potential. So, you have to again go through the first lesson. So, the first factor is low ionization potential. So, what is our next factor? That is high electron affinity. High electron, what is meant by affinity of an electron? To attract the electron towards itself. High electron affinity. What is the third factor is electronegativity difference should be large. The difference in the electronegativity between the two elements that is taking part in the formation of a electrovalent or an ionic bond should be large. Then they will form electrovalent bond. Okay. Now, let us see the last one, that is in group 17 elements, the most electronegative element is fluorine. And in the group 1 element, the most electropositive element is cesium. So, cesium fluoride is the most ionic compound. I am repeating again. In the group 1 element, the most electropositive is the one which is in the last one, that is cesium. And in group 17 element, the most electronegative element is fluorine, which is a most electronegative element. Thus, cesium fluoride is the most ionic compound. Cesium fluoride is the most ionic compound.